Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Ajwritescrypto, and welcome to Trade Crypto Today. The idea of this second channel is to give you one chart, one idea, one alarm to set so you can get on the charts and start winning trades today. In the past couple of days, I've been giving you alarms on Aster. The main topic of today's show is Avalanche, but really quick, the past couple of days, we've been talking about Aster. We nailed a 30% short, a 30% long. And yesterday, not even 24 hours ago, I told you to go long at 205. That was the alarm, 205. Just real quick, from the 205 alarm right here, bottom to top, in less than 7 hours, 18.66% move. Again, pat on the back if you've been watching this show and setting the alarms and executing the trades. If you've been doing that, you've been making money in crypto. That is the value we provide. That is what we do here on the show. And we give a lot more charts out in the Telegram group. If you want to join the Telegram group, send an email to ajalphagroup@gmail.com. So very quickly, similar to Avalanche, Aster has now formed this ascending triangle type setup. So the new long alarm is 243.5. Obviously, you'd want to set an alarm here. I'll give you an exact number, around 223. That would be breakdown short confirmation. And the thing about ascending triangles, if 243 goes off, you get a measured move, just like you would on a cup and handle or a head and shoulders, etc. And not from the current price, but from the alarm, that would be an additional about 11.5%, taking you to $2.71 in the event Aster continues up and we break through the 205 of yesterday, the new bullish alarm, 243.5. Moving on to Avalanche. The chart of the day is Avalanche. Avalanche looks like an upside down version of every other altcoin in crypto right now. Out of all the coins inside of the top 20, Avalanche is the top 3 performer. I've been bullish on Avalanche for a very long time. I've had a bag of Avalanche, and I'm not going to sell it. Although I think it might come up in retest, I'm not selling this bag of AVAX. This coin has done very well for me. And so the Telegram group not long ago, well, about a month or so ago, got this ascending triangle set up similar to the Aster setup, kind of, higher lows, higher lows, but constant rejections at 27.36. All right. And of course, this ascending triangle breaks out all the way up to the new high, which should be an alarm for you, $36.10. Did it get all of the measured move? No, it did not. And most of the time, if there's price history, measured moves should take you to support resistance levels, which this one has. So you'd have a target up here, $3, $38.90. And I would put that in just as maybe a 38.9. I would put that in as a long target in the event $36.10 breaks out if this thing continues bullish. Zooming in on a 2-hour here. So we have our long alarm at 36.1. I want you to pay attention. Sorry, let me go back to the 12-hour. On the 12-hour, we do have a pretty heavy bearish divergence. If you kind of look at anchor wave, trigger wave, red dot on Market Cipher B with the RSIs both pointing down. If you want to download Market Cipher, click the link down below in the description and use the code TATE for 30% off your subscription. But as you can see, as the price action has gone up, we have been getting a bearish divergence on the Market Cipher momentum wave. So we do have to kind of take into account that this 36 could have been a double top. Now we're coming down the hill. So zooming in on the 2-hour, I don't want you to worry too much about this really heavy wick here. Let me kind of zoom this in for you. Just let me fix this chart a little bit. Okay. I don't want you to worry too much about this wick, because this wick is what happened, the day we kind of saw that big sell-off. But I do want you to focus on this wick in terms of a floor ceiling support resistance level from right here. And this alarm for you should be $30.52. So let's add that alarm, 30.52. So that would be a short level alarm for me for Avalanche. And the good thing about that short alarm level is that the price would have to go below the 200 EMA on a 2-hour chart, which would make a lot of sense to go short if we're seeing 2-hour closes under the 200 EMA. And there also is kind of a large gap between the 50 and the 200. So we kind of could maybe make a case for a scalp short using this as a target, but kind of, more macro swing levels, I would rather trade inside of the range. So if we kind of zoom out on this just a little bit here on the 2-hour, we'll see that Avalanche has been trading between $30.52 and $36 for this 18% range. It's gone back and forth inside this 18% range, ignoring the wick for basically the past week. Okay, so I'm not going to get too fancy trying to scalp inside of this range. The real move is going to happen when it breaks this $30.52, or if it breaks this $36.10. That is the conditional range for Avalanche, and that is what I will be reacting to basically at from a zoomed out swing level. And I think that's a really important concept on this channel and in my trading strategy called a conditional range. And the longer something trades inside of that one, for example, was an 18% range that it's been going back and forth for a week. So that that's a pretty significant amount of time. So it's a conditional range based off the trade is conditional based off what if it's stuck in a range, what alarm goes off first. If we're trading sideways for a week and the short alarm goes off, we're going short. If we're trading sideways for a week and the top alarm goes off, we're going long. The trade is conditional on the range based off of which alarm goes first. And really that is a smart way to trade because you're not guessing. You're not, oh, I think the chart's doing this. I think the chart's doing that. No, it's been stuck in this box for a week. And if this alarm goes off, we'll react. And if this alarm goes off at $30.52, we react. And that is a much easier, much surefire way to get wind by reacting to the market by using a conditional range. And a conditional range is a term I created trading crypto, just so you know. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to anybody who's been following this new channel. I know you guys got some wins on the Aster trade. We've been beating that Aster trade up. Love to see that. If you want to join the Telegram group where I give a lot more setups like this one, make sure you send an email to ajalphagroup@gmail.com. And very quickly, I do want to say shout out to channel sponsor Bitunix. And if you look at the trading volume of Avalanche, Avalanche has over $100 million in trading volume. It's a very extremely viable coin to leverage trade right now. I mean, Aster, it has more trading volume than XRP and Doge right now, but right under Doge is Avalanche. So don't pretend that Avalanche is not a viable coin to leverage trade. I've been targeting Avalanche for quite some time. So there you go, guys. Appreciate you. Subscribe to the new channel, smash the like button, and don't forget to trade crypto today. Have a safe one. Get rich or get wrecked. Peace.